Okay, let's unpack this. Ever feel like you're just drowning in choices? Information overload.
Oh, constantly. What to watch, what to read.
Exactly. It's overwhelming. But what if there's a different way emerging? A new system for how value works?
You mean the meaning economy?
Yeah, precisely. Imagine your digital world, like anticipating what you need, curating your perfect soundtrack, maybe planning a meaningful trip, all sort of seamlessly.
It sounds almost like science fiction, but the pieces are starting to fall into place.
Right. So today, we're doing a deep dive into this. We
Mm.
want to explore what it actually is, the core ideas.
And the big hurdles, because there definitely are some.
Definitely. And crucially, map out how you can get ready for this over, say, the next 10 years, like a practical guide to navigating this shift.
And it's fascinating because we're talking about redefining value, moving beyond just, buying stuff.
Not just tech, is it? It's fundamental.
Exactly. It's about personalization, curation, that deep resonance, really feeling like something is for you.
Okay, so let's get into the meat of it. This meaning economy. How does it actually differ from, well, the economy we know now?
Well, traditional economies are largely about scarcity, right? And money for goods.
Standard transactions.
Yeah, but here the value shifts. It's not so much about owning a unique thing, it's about the experience.
Effortless personalization, you said. Curation, resonance.
Precisely. Think about it. The ultimate luxury isn't some rare diamond anymore. It's maybe a life tailored perfectly to you.
Freed from that constant burden of choosing from endless options.
Exactly. And technology is the engine making that possible, making tailored lives more, well, achievable.
And I understand there's this sort of three-tiered model that helps explain how value works here, starting with AI.
Right. It builds up. Tier 1 is the foundation, AI-driven, scalable uniqueness.
Okay, scalable uniqueness.
Mm-mm.
What does that look like?
So imagine AI generating experiences or products just for you using foundational templates. It's unique to you, but built off a common base.
So it bypasses the decision fatigue. Like, instead of scrolling through Netflix forever.
Exactly. The AI just knows and gives you the perfect thing. Maybe a personalized daily learning playlist or a news digest that hits exactly what you care about.
Okay, I can see the appeal. But how does that get paid for if I'm not buying it directly?
The funding model is different. It's not transactional in the usual sense. Think utility model.
Utility model.
Yeah, it's funded partly by selling aggregated, anonymized user data for market insights, trends, preferences.
Like how free social media works now, sort of.
Kind of, yeah. And also through corporate sponsorships, underwriting the AI templates themselves. The value is in the data insights and the brand association, less so the individual playlist you got.
Okay, so tier 1 is the efficient AI base. What's tier 2?
Tier 2 is curation as a service. This is where the human touch really comes in, but still leveraging the AI.
So a person gets involved.
Right. A human curator could be an artist, an expert, anyone with a distinct vision refines those AI templates. They add their specific flavor, their expertise.
So it's still scalable because of the AI, but it has a specific person's style.
Exactly. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. It's not just AI doing its thing, it's AI augmenting human creativity.
And the funding changes too.
It does. This moves towards a patronage model. Users who really value a curator's specific style or input can support them directly, maybe through subscriptions.
Like Patreon, but integrated into these experiences.
Sort of, yeah. It builds a direct connection, a community between the user and the creator. They get rewarded for their specific effort in shaping those AI outputs.
Okay, AI foundation, then human curated AI. What's the top tier? Tier 3.
Tier 3 is hyper-personalized, human-led uniqueness. Here, scalability kind of goes out the window.
So this is pure human effort.
Pretty much. The creator moves beyond the AI templates entirely. Think truly bespoke, non-scalable services.
Like what? Give me an example.
A musician composing and performing a song just for you. An artist creating a unique piece based on deep consultation. A travel planner crafting an incredibly detailed personal trip.
Real high-touch, irreplaceable human stuff.
Exactly. It underscores that enduring value of direct human attention and skill. And the funding here is mostly straightforward transactional. You pay directly for that highly specialized service.
Makes sense. It's rare and intensive.
Right. Though you might also see things like creator-issued tokens playing a role, maybe unlock through engagement, adding another layer.
Okay, that paints a fascinating picture of how value might evolve.
Yeah.
But it sounds complex. What are the big roadblocks, the challenges we need to anticipate?
Oh, absolutely. It's not a smooth path.
Yeah.
The challenges are significant, touching on tech, psychology, economics.
Where do we start?
Well, first, there's what you might call the paradox of abundance.
Meaning?
If the whole point is AI creating unique experiences for everyone, does unique start to lose its meaning?
If everything is special, maybe nothing is.
Kind of. How do you maintain genuine rarity, a sense of something being truly special, when the system is designed for mass personalization? Could it all just become blandly different?
That's a really tricky one. Okay, what else?
Then there's the valuation problem. Big time. How do you measure value when money isn't always the main currency?
Especially in tiers 1 and 2.
Exactly. Tier 1 relies on data as currency, right? That utility model.
Which brings up huge privacy questions.
Massive. How comfortable are you having your deepest preferences tracked and essentially sold, even if anonymized? And there's a risk of exploitation.
Like, people with less money might feel forced to trade more intimate data for basic personalized services.
That's a real concern. And then in Tier 2, you have the effort problem.
Quantifying the curator's work.
Yeah. How do you put a stable value on a human curator's creative input? Tokens can help, maybe, but setting a fair exchange rate is incredibly difficult. You risk ending up with a clunky barter system.
Right, inefficient and hard to scale. Okay, paradox of abundance, valuation, what's next?
Trust. The problem of trust and transparency.
The AI black box.
Exactly. If you don't understand how the AI is making these personalized choices for you, can you really trust it? Especially for important things like health advice or financial planning.
That lack of transparency could really erode adoption,
Definitely. And it ties into the concentration of power issue.
meaning a few big companies controlling everything.
It's a serious risk. If only a handful of corporations own the core AI platforms and the data infrastructure, well, that's a new kind of digital feudalism, isn't it? They'd control the personalized experiences, wielding enormous power.
Scary thought. Okay, any other major challenge areas?
Yes, the social and psychological ones, which might be the deepest.
Like what?
Well, the meaning crisis. If AI gets really good at crafting meaningful experiences for us, what's left for us to do? Do we risk becoming passive consumers of meaning rather than active creators of it?
A society that doesn't strive or create much itself.
It's a potential downside, and linked to that is the loss of shared culture.
Oh, because everything is hyper-personalized.
Right. If we all retreat into our own perfect, unique content bubbles, where's the common ground? The shared books, movies, music, events that create social glue.
We could become fragmented, isolated little islands of unique experiences.
It makes finding common ground, even having a national conversation, much harder, like everyone having their own custom newspaper, but no shared headlines.
Okay, these are definitely serious hurdles. Paradox of abundance, valuation, trust, power concentration, the meaning crisis, loss of shared culture. It's a lot.
It is, but it's not insurmountable if we're intentional about it.
Which brings us to the roadmap. This isn't just happening to us, right? There are steps we can take over the next decade.
Exactly. There's a potential pathway built on certain principles.
What are those guiding principles?
Things like keeping a human in the loop by default, AI augments. It doesn't just replace. Ensuring user-controlled data through strong consent mechanisms. Prioritizing open standards so things can work together. And importantly, fostering a dual-path culture, balancing personal streams with shared public experiences.
Okay, so let's walk through the milestones. Years 1 to 2. What's the focus?
Milestone 1 is establishing the human-in-the-loop AI model. It's about proof of concept and building trust.
So making sure AI helps, not replaces, creators.
Right. Focus on tools for curators to scale their vision. And AI helping a musician compose in their unique style, for example. This immediately shows the value of Tier 2, the human-curated layer.
And building trust is key there.
Absolutely. Things like introducing an explainability card for each experience, basically, showing the AI's inputs and the curator's role, and starting to design those algorithmic scarcity knobs we talked about.
To keep unique feeling actually unique.
Exactly. Limiting reuse. Maybe creating limited edition AI outputs.
Okay, years 1, 2. Human in the loop, trust, scarcity. What about years 3, 4?
Milestone 2. The standardization of non-monetary value. This is about tackling that valuation problem for tiers 1 and 2.
Creating a new kind of currency.
Sort of. Developing an open source protocol, maybe using blockchain for transparency to measure and exchange value beyond money. Things like creative effort, user engagement, maybe data contributions.
Like a token system, but open and transparent.
Yeah, think of an open meaning protocol or something similar. It creates a way to reward participation fairly without relying solely on traditional money or selling private data. We might see early effort tokens emerge here.
Effort tokens.
Yeah.
So you earn them through participation.
Right. And maybe they're not easily tradable like Bitcoin, designed more like loyalty points to avoid speculation. They value actual contribution.
Interesting. Moving on to years 5, 6.
Milestone 3, the meaningful data consent framework. This tackles the privacy and data ownership issues head on.
Giving users control over their data.
Precisely. A widely adopted ethical framework where you define exactly what data you share, for what purpose, maybe with different tiers of privacy.
Like a personal data vault with clear settings.
Exactly. This builds user agency and a new social contract around data. This phase might also see public utility incubators starting up.
Government or nonprofits funding open AI templates.
Yeah, for things like education or culture, ensuring basic access isn't just corporate controlled. And maybe model nutrition labels for AIs showing their data sources, safety tests, transparency again.
Okay, that makes sense. Years 7, 8.
Milestone 4, expanding those public utility incubators and starting to see more complex, orchestrated experiences.
So going beyond single recommendations.
Right. Developing an orchestration layer that could plan, say, a whole learning journey for you over weeks, combining online modules, maybe suggesting related travel, connecting you to a live event.
Truly integrated, meaningful experiences.
That's the goal. And those effort tokens would become more mature, maybe redeemable for curator time or limited editions, but still designed to be non-speculative. The focus remains on preventing Tier 1 from becoming a purely corporate playground.
Ensuring public benefit. Got it. And the final stretch. Years 9, 10.
Milestone 5, maturation, rights, and resilience. This is about locking in the gains and making the system robust.
Codifying the rules.
Yes. Establishing a formal meaning rights charter. Think a bill of rights for this economy. Your right to explanation, data portability, human escalation if something goes wrong, guaranteed minimum access to shared cultural stuff.
Protecting users and creators.
Absolutely. Also, formally defining creator IP and style rights. Maybe creators can license their unique style capsule for AI use. And crucially, developing crisis protocols.
What happens if the system goes down?
Yeah. How does it degrade gracefully? Maybe reverting to shared, non-personalized modes temporarily. Building resilience.
It sounds like a very deliberate, thoughtful process.
Yeah.
Not just letting the tech run wild.
That's the hope. If we build it with intentionality, focusing on human values, we have a better chance of getting it right.
And you mentioned an early starter bundle, things we might see soon.
Yeah, potentially. Practical tools to help you start navigating this, like a personal data vault app, a clear consent manager, maybe early creator toolkits, those explainability cards, perhaps a shared commons calendar for community events, and the beginnings of an open profile standard so your preferences aren't locked into one platform.
Things that empower the user from the start.
That's the idea. Give people the tools to engage actively.
Okay, so recapping this whole deep dive, we're looking at a really profound shift. Away from just owning stuff, towards experiencing a life tailored for you.
A huge shift, driven by AI, personalization, and human curation.
But facing serious challenges, the paradox of abundance, how to value things beyond money, trust in AI, power concentration, and those deep social questions about meaning and shared culture.
Daunting, but not predetermined.
Right. And there's this potential decade-long roadmap, these milestones focusing on human-in-the-loop AI, standardizing non-monetary value, user data control, public infrastructure, and finally, codifying rights and resilience.
It really highlights the ongoing tension we'll need to manage.
Between AI efficiency and human creativity.
Exactly. And between that pull towards hyper-personalization and our fundamental need for shared experiences for community, finding the balance is key.
So the final thought for everyone listening. As this meaning economy starts to take shape around us, how will you use these emerging tools and ideas? How will you curate a life that feels genuinely meaningful?
And maybe even more importantly, what's our collective responsibility here? How do we make sure this powerful shift actually enriches our society, brings us together, rather than fragmenting us further?
Lots to think about. A fascinating look ahead.